Hey guys, it's Gnosis the God, and today I'm going to be bringing you my opinion on the Xbox One and the PS4 and which one I'm going to get. Before we start, I'm playing Blacklight Retribution, and there are 2 rounds to this. I don't think I do very well in either of them, but that's too bad. Anyways, I'm going to go through a category and compare the two for each category. So to start off, we're going to start with the price. So the Xbox One is going to start off with about $500, where the PS4 is going to be $400. So, since the PS4 is a whole $100 less, that could be a huge game changer for you on which one you're going to get. I think that's going to occur around Christmas time when parents are trying to choose which console to get for the kids. A whole $100 less is going to make a huge difference, and I think the PS4 is going to sell more because of that. As far as console design goes, the Xbox One is a big black box which is in the name. So it's not very interesting. It looks kind of cool, but I think that the PS4 one, as far as console design goes, it looks like a box kind of split in two. So like one part is of the like one half of it is coming out, and the other one is kind of going back, and it looks really awesome. It's kind of has this like two half design, and the PS4 is also smaller and sleeker. As far as release dates go, Xbox One will be coming out in November, and the PS4, Sony said that the PS4 will be coming out in holiday 2013, but it's likely going to be November as well. The graphics processors are pretty much the same. They're both using AMD 8-core processors, but graphics and performance-wise, I don't think it's going to matter that much because both systems are running pretty much the same games, and there isn't going to be that much of a difference between the two, so I don't think you should decide on which console you're going to get based on that. But if you're really precise on processors and stuff like that, that might make a difference. RAM, the Xbox One is using. They both have 8 gigs of RAM in them. The Xbox One is using 3 gigs to go to the operating system and 5 gigs to go to the game that you're playing. The PS4 is a little bit different. It has 3.5 going to the OS and 4.5 going to the game. So that's something you could check out. The controller, this is something that's really important to me. The Xbox One controller is pretty much the same as the 360 controller because everyone liked the 360 controller so much. At E3, they said that there are these kind of little motor things inside of the triggers so you can kind of feel the recoil on a gun when you're shooting, or the car engine roar, which is pretty cool. The PS4 controller is going to have a touchpad in the center, which is really cool. Dual analog sticks, similar, like the same as the PS3 controller, the DualShock 3. And it has a little light at the center of it in the front. And each player is a different colored light. So player 1 will be like blue. Player 2 will be like probably like red. And I think that's pretty cool. Both of the consoles have motion control. So the Xbox One is going to be able to capture 1080p video. So I guess that's important if you're going to be Skyping people on your Xbox One, because the Xbox One is going to have Skype, and the Kinect 2.0 is what it's called. The camera on the Xbox One is called, and the Kinect 2.0 can capture 2 gigs of data per second. It can analyze more joints than the Kinect 1, and it can monitor your heartbeat based off of something off your skin. That's what it sounded like to me, which is pretty wild, but it's also really cool. So that's going to be cool if you're going to be using the Xbox One to do workouts. Maybe they could, when they have horror games come, they could do that as well. So it monitors your heartbeat. That's kind of creepy, but it's also kind of cool, I guess. The Xbox One Kinect 2 is also always online, so it's just waiting for a response for you to say Xbox on, then the whole thing turns on. You don't have to go over and press the power button. That's kind of cool. That's a cool feature. some people think it's kind of creepy that it's always watching you, but it's okay by me. The PS4 is kind of the same. It looks kind of like the Kinect. It has this little box that has the cameras on it, and it does the same thing where you're the controller, and it has the color bars on each of the controllers that I was talking about earlier interact with that camera so that you can use the controller while you're doing stuff with the camera, which is pretty cool. The next big category is launch exclusives. Exclusive games are really, really important to me, and it's what was one of the biggest things why I chose which console I'm gonna get, and I'll say that at the end. But the Xbox One is gonna have Rise instead of Rome, Dead Rising 3, Forza 5, and Killer Instinct as launch exclusives. There are exclusives coming out later in time. And then the PS4 is going to have Killzone Shadowfall and Drive Club. Now, as far as exclusives go, later on, the Xbox One is also going to have the new Halo and big one, which is Titanfall. It looks super, super awesome, and I'm looking to get that. The PS4 is also going to have Infamous Second Son, which is really cool, and this Blacklight Retribution is going to be on their DC Universe Online. And those, you just gotta decide which one you're gonna be playing. Both of these consoles have built-in capture cards, which is really, really cool. So the Xbox One, especially for me as a YouTuber, so the Xbox One, Microsoft partnered with Twitch for that. So the Xbox One, if you're playing something and you aren't recording, you're like, oh, that was cool. So you can just say, Xbox record that, and it'll go back in time and record this for you, and then you can live stream Twitch or hopefully put it on YouTube. The PS4 is going to have something similar, except they're not partnered with Twitch. They're partnered with some other company that's not as big. But they have a button on the controller that's called it says share on it. You just click that, and you can record gameplay and live stream to whatever company that is. So, yeah, guys, the Xbox One and the PS4, both looking pretty cool. For DC Universe Online, which is one of my favorite games, I'm just gonna... So, the console that I'm deciding to get is the Xbox One, just because another thing to consider is if you have friends that you like to play video games with, which console are they getting? Because it'd be cool. It's cooler if you all have the same console, so you can all play together, of course, because it's not cross console game online play, which sucks. But you want to be able to play with your friends. So all my friends are Microsoft guys, and they're getting the Xbox One. So I have a PS3 now, but I thought I'd change it up and get the Xbox One so that I can play with them. So make sure you ask your friends, your gaming friends, what console they're getting, so you guys can get the same one. Another thing, so I am getting the Xbox One. Destiny is coming out on both of them, but Battlefield 4 is coming out on both of them. As far as this whole capturing goes, I have the Elgato game capture right now, and I want to be able to continue using that if the Xbox One can capture and upload it to YouTube. So if you guys know if the Elgato is going to work on the consoles, hit me up, let me know in the comments. Your headsets aren't going to work with the Xbox One. I'm not too sure about the PS4, so you're going to have to get new headsets. But anyways, guys, Xbox One for me. Let me know in the comments which one you're getting and why. This has been a Gnosis to God video. If you saw what you liked and you'd like to see more of this, please check out my channel, like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.